Okay, let me try this. Hopefully this is my last take. This is about take 10. I do like some of the pictures that you've posted on the, I have a low battery, but hopefully I can finish before this dies. Your pictures that you posted on the website for the Spirit Day today with bedhead and hat day. So this is my bedhead. Can't really tell, but it is. And I have a hat that I will be taking a picture of once I get myself around and I get Sophia up because it's in her room. So yesterday we left off with, in Restart, we left off with where the boys got themselves out of trouble from the whole incident in the music room. So I'm going to pick up where we left off from there. Seriously, man, Bear tells Aaron, I've seen tap dancing before, but that was filth, like art. Aaron nods. I was afraid Chase was going to mess it up at the end, but our boy came through. Didn't I tell you he'd have our back? I don't say anything, but inside I'm thinking, it's true, I covered for them. I saw a way to save my own butt, and I took it. And in the process, I wrapped myself in their phony story and got drawn back into my old life. So, this is what it's like. Making trouble, lie, repeat. Luckily, those guys are so busy congratulating themselves that they don't notice that I'm not adding much to the conversation. Bear gets picked up first, then Aaron. I'm just reflecting that Mom's not going to be thrilled about having to leave work early and come get me over this when the Ambrose electric truck rattles along the drive. Not Mom. Dad. He's beaming at me like I'm here to present him with a big check from the state lottery. I climb into the passenger seat. What? He reaches over and playfully punches my shoulder. Fitzwallace told me everything, and I read between the lines. Way to go, champ. It wasn't great, Dad. He laughs. You think that's the first time I've ever gotten a call like that about you, Aaron and Bear? It's never great, but you got away with it, and that's pretty great. I almost say not really, but that wouldn't be true. I could easily be buried under a mudslide of pain right now, and I'm not. I can't regret that. But what I regret is the way that I got so free and clear. When I arrive at school the next morning, Miss DeLeo is waiting for me at my locker. You found out what happened, I concluded. I apologize to Brendan, Joel, and Kimmy when I see them at the video club. She shakes her head sadly. I'm sorry, Chase. You're not part of the club anymore. Maybe I'm stupid, but that really catches me by surprise. Nobody told you I didn't do anything wrong? Suddenly, there's a bowling ball in my throat and I can't seem to clear it away. I spoke to the Webbers on the phone last night, she tells me. Joel's okay, but the family's pretty rattled, considering that the injury came from you. What about Brendan? I press. He knows I'm innocent. I had a talk with him too. He's not sure about your role, but the word innocent never came up. She shoots me a penetrating gaze, and it doesn't help me that you backed up the story that your two friends spun out an electrical fire. My heart sinks. She's right about that. I signed on to the lie to save my own skin, but I never thought about how that would look to the video club kids. They know there was no fire. They've all been waiting for the old me to show up, and I delivered. So they kicked me out, I say? She shakes her head. No, that decision was mine. I'm really sorry, Chase. You were doing so well. Warrior is the best middle school project I've ever seen. I think of Shoshana. I can only imagine how mad she must be. Don't worry, Miss DeLeo, I say, surprised at how hard it is to keep my voice steady. I'll stay away. It bugs me, but what really bugs me is how much it bugs me. What do I care that a bunch of video dweebs don't want me in their club? I bring myself up short. Video dweebs, that's what Aaron and Bear call them. As upset as I am, I'm not going to stoop low enough to use their words. I blame myself for the mess that I'm in, but mostly I blame these two. Speaking of Aaron and Bear, they're acting like everything is beyond awesome between us. Funny, I found a way to give them a pass for a lot of rotten stuff, including maybe even stealing a War Heroes medal. But what I can't forgive them for turns out to be something that I did all by myself. I protected them because it was the way to protect myself. The cost turned out to be the video club, plus the way I feel every time Aaron and Bear refer to me as our boy. I start taking weird detours through the halls just to avoid running into them. My one consolation is this is a short day for me. Dad's picking me up at 11 and taking me to my appointment with Dr. N, the sports medicine specialist. At least that spares me lunch at the football table. I won't be eating with the video crowd anytime soon. Is it possible to lose your appetite for an entire school year? I spot Brendan a couple of times, but when he sees me, he quickly turns away. I catch a glimpse of Shoshana, scorching me with that look that would melt titanium. I don't think Joel's even at school. So, I think that Chase is kind of figuring out, he made the wrong choice. He chose the making the wrong choice over making the right choice just to save himself and his friends. But was he kind of confused with all of that, or what should he have done? I'm not not so sure. What would you have done? Just a question to think about. So I hope you're all doing well. I know that we're now have to stay in our homes unless we have to go out for groceries or if you're essential personnel. So what have you guys been up to? I've been doing work for you guys, talking to Miss Treadway, Mrs. Dawson, and Mrs. Melch. Ben has been having me help him practice baseball. Marley's essential personnel because she works at a nursing home, and they look forward to her coming every day to serve meals because they're not allowed to have any visitors at all right now. So their communication from a distance is the people that come to work there. So that's nice. Sophia's working on her rehab, and all day it's just schoolwork between the three of them and me. So Mr. Jones is essential personnel, so he's been going to work every day too. But I hope everybody's doing good, and I miss you all, and I'm hoping that we can be back together again in class soon. Have a great day, and I'll look forward to talking to you tomorrow.